With Professor GILI REGEV-YOCHAY, Director of the Infectious Disease and Prevention Unit at Sheba Medical Center, about how she and her staff are coping with this pandemic surge and what they are learning about these dangerous new mutant strains of COVID-19. Professor GILI REGEV-YOCHAY, thank you for joining us. Could you just give us a general idea of how your unit is doing at Sheba in the midst of this third surge, third wave of the pandemic?
Very, very, very hectic. I don't know what else to say. We're just overwhelmed with work between on one hand, very, very intensive care of the patients, and on the other hand, intensive push on vaccinating all our healthcare workers. We're now in the second dose for most of them. We've already reached about 80%, actually slightly higher than that, of vaccination of the first dose for everybody. And we are now in the second dose, and it's very hectic.
Right. Actually, give us some idea. How has that affected the work they're getting, either the first or even to the second doses of the vaccine? Does it impact on you even in the way you are conducting yourselves, even maybe in a sort of psychological sense?
Definitely. We are already seeing a decrease in infected healthcare workers. It's still slow, and we're mainly now focusing on each case that we do see after vaccination, because obviously we want to check each one and one of those, sequence the virus, and see whether we have some kind of new mutation which might be resistant to the vaccine. So we're very worried about each single case. We don't have too many. We have just today one single case, and again, it might have been already actually before the second dose. So we're very, very hectic running between those. But on the other hand, we are definitely optimistic. We see a lot of light at the end of the tunnel, and it's growing each day with more and more people being vaccinated. And the levels of infections among those vaccinated is definitely lower than those who are unvaccinated. And we already see this. And in addition to that, what we're looking at is the serology study that we have testing. Right now, it's over 1,000 healthcare workers and following them week after week to see the dynamic of the antibody. And we see a very major rise in antibodies 1 week after the second dose.
Well, that is
so it goes slowly up, and then after the second dose, 1 week, it's really increased. So we definitely expect that people beyond the first week will be very, very rarely infected.